Hi, I'm Kim Isherwood, Intuitive Medium, and I wanted to talk to you today about a practice that I have used over the past several years to nurture and foster my own intuitive abilities. People ask me almost on a daily basis, what is it that I can do to help grow my own intuitive sense of self and my intuitive abilities? So one of the really important practices that I would suggest is a magical journal. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but it's very, very real and it really helps. So you can go to Michael's, any store, and you can pick these little books up for $1. And I always say get one small enough that you can tuck it in your pocket or in your purse or somewhere that you will carry it around with you because you want to have access to it every single day. So get yourself a little journal, and then when you open yourself up to your intuitive experiences, you have to trust that they're going to come. So you expect them to come. So you get your book knowing that magic things are going to come, and when you expect them to come, they will. So throughout your day, things will come to you, and when they do, it's really important that you write them down. So I always say nothing is too small of a coincidence to let slide by. Perhaps in the morning you've said, oh my gosh, I could really use, some more financial abundance in my life, and you're walking through your parking lot and there's a quarter. You say, oh, cool, I picked up a quarter. Then later in the day, you're walking somewhere and you find $1. And you say, oh my gosh, now I found $1. And then you go home and maybe you got a refund on a check for $15. Okay, that's not winning the lottery, but that's huge. You ask for something and it comes. My things tend to come in threes. So when I ask for signs, they tend to come really frequently in groups of three. So you have to trust that. I also say when signs come, be grateful. So they come, you get your dollar, you get 50 cents, maybe it's $100. But the first thing you need to do is say thank you. Next thing you got to do is just trust that it's coming and not doubt it. Just let yourself go with it. And then I want you to write it down and say it out loud. So if you say out loud, wow, I asked for some financial abundance. I expected it for it to come. And then it did. You actually are sending a message to your brain, and you're sort of cueing yourself, you're rewarding yourself in multiple different ways so that you're going to create a pathway that feels more comfortable to your brain. And I know this sounds really simplistic, but it's kind of like training your dog. So if you get a dog and you want to teach it to sit, you have it sit, you give it a treat, you say good boy, and then you repeat that, and the dog over time will do that behavior without a treat, right? Same thing for yourself. You're going to ask for a behavior. I'm going to expect things. They're going to come to you. You're going to write them down, and then over time that becomes just a habit. So then I always say take your journal, and at the end of the week or the end of the month, you look at all of these magical things that are happening, and it's kind of mind-blowing how much wonderful magic manifests in your life when you allow it and when you take the time to observe it and acknowledge it. So I always do a review, and then I look at the end of the year, and it's just crazy how many things magically happen in my life, or how many different things fell in place together that maybe I didn't sort of make sense of initially, and then boom, they're all here. The other thing that I do is I always get funny, weird signs. And so, maybe I'm going to do a reading on someone later and I'll see like a chicken with tap dance shoes on. And I think, what in the heck is this all about? And I don't think too much about it. But then later, my client tells me that they took tap dancing lessons when they were a kid and they want to do it as an adult. And now they're really afraid to do that. So that sign that I got isn't for me, it's for them. And so I have to share that. So I think we fly through life a little too quick sometimes, and we don't write things down, and so we tend to forget them. So the magic journal actually helps you remember all those things, keep track of them, and then not minimize any of those miracles, and then they just tend to grow in each other. They get to be even bigger and better all the time, and you just expect magic to come every day because you have your magic journal. So I hope that this is a practice that you will do. I still do it. I've probably done this for about the last 10 years. And I have lots of journals, and they are such a wonderful part of my journey. So I hope this is helpful information. And if there's anything else I can do to help you along your magical journey, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. My Facebook page is Kim Isherwood, Intuitive Medium, and my website is www.kimisherwood.net. I do intuitive readings, intuitive guidance and counseling, Reiki and energy work, and I'm also just here to help with whatever I can in your spiritual journey. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you.